Does this Israeli have some sort of inside knowledge? And about those IPs that ISIS is using, where have they been tracked back to? That's right, the UK and Saudi Arabia. The second main point indicating Israeli Mossad involvement in this attack is that the airport security was run by none other than Israeli firm ICTS. ICTS was also the company responsible for security during 9/11 at Boston's Logan Airport. Amazingly, they also were involved in the original World Trade Center bombing and gave intel saying that the World Trade Center would be susceptible to a truck bomb, the exact same thing that would later happen. Not only was ICTS responsible for the Boston Logan Airport, but they were responsible for every single airport involved in the 9/11 attacks. ICTS also was responsible for allowing the underwear bomber onto the plane in Amsterdam. ICTS, owned by Israeli Ezra Harel and registered in the Netherlands, is comprised mostly of ex-Shin Bet officers. Shin Bet are Israel's international security services, which is headed by Yuval Diskin. Is it any coincidence that the same company involved in 9/11, the underwear bomber, and many other recent false flag attacks would also be in charge of security for the Brussels bombing? Of course, who was responsible for supplying the iconic video of the people running out of the airport terminal? Well, it turns out none other than Israel's I-24 News, as is shown in the screen capture on the BBC, where I-24 is given credit for the video. As I pointed out in a previous video, the attacks on Oslo on 7/22 seem to focus on properties owned by Olav Thon, a Zionist. It turns out the attacks on 3/22 in Brussels also featured a number of Olav Thon's employees and an explosion right next to Olav Thon's properties. It was Olav Thon's empty buildings that exploded in 7/22, and again, Olav Thon's employees are seen giving medical aid to people instead of trained medical professionals on 3/22. Is this just a coincidence?